David, you come back to Greece very often. What ties you to Greece? Is it only Olympiacos or something else as well?
It's the people, it's the fans. I've fallen in love with the passion of the basketball fans here that treated me so well. And secondly, I've created a lot of friendships with very, very good people that I care about.
Watching the banner in SEF, what was the strongest memory you recall from the 1997 Triple Crown with Olympiacos?
The celebration, the fans, the pure joy and jubilation, the tears of having a dream fulfilled for them to see the team, win the championship that they wanted most.
It was an amazing feeling for you and for the others. It's an unforgettable feeling. It's every time I come here, it's like it just happened, days ago. It's a beautiful feeling. In 1997, you were the leader of Olympiacos. Now it is Panoulis. What do you think for him? I'm a great supporter of Spanoulis. I think he's a fantastic player, and I believe he has a lot more to show and give to the game. He's a great player. Do you believe it because he is 33 to 34?
Doesn't matter. It's the mind and it's the heart, and I love his mind and I love his heart.
Did you have any special conversation with him?
We speak without speaking. We had a moment the other night where we embrace. There isn't much that need to be said. He knows how I feel about him, and I know how he feels about me.
What makes you optimistic for Olympiacos this season?
Because if you look back at 97, it was not a perfect season, but it was a perfect ending. And so I'm hopeful because in the last game, this past Monday against Panathinaikos, they played 10 minutes perfect, and they have 6 new players. So I'm hopeful that they will put in the work necessary to come together and hang more championship banners at the end of the season.
We know you work as a coach with college kids. What would you try to bring if you could coach Olympiacos just for one game?
I would probably emphasize playing with the consciousness of the fans who paid their money to come and watch us play.
What is the hardest part being a professional player?
Probably eliminating the distractions, and not the distractions from the fans, but when you're on top and you're playing with a great team, you have many people coming at you for many different reasons, and you have to stay focused. In some cases, you have to sacrifice a lot.
We know you had 14 siblings. Is that true?
Actually, there's 9 girls and 6 boys. 15.
15?
Yes.
Do you think that has played a part in making you stronger and dedicated to basketball?
Absolutely. It's taught me patience. I was the third from the youngest, and it taught me patience. And I also learned from my older brothers and sisters' mistakes.
The last one question, and maybe the toughest one. 24 of August, 1986.
Yeah.
How much has this date left a mark on you? And how much has it influenced in the rest of your life, in the rest of your career, your professional career?
That date is special to me because it's a date where I was told I was going to die. And
It was the day of the car accident.
It was the day of the car accident.
You were together with Kenneth Barlow.
Kenny Barlow, my teammate and great friend, we encountered a drunk driver, and I went through the windshield of the vehicle, and I got cut almost completely in half. And I remember the night laying upside down in a ditch with my organs in my hands, bleeding to death. And the paramedics, the medical team arrived, and you could tell by the look on their face that they didn't think I would live.
But you survived.
I survived, and
after a 7 hours operation.
7 and 9 hours of operation. They put me together again, but they told me I wouldn't walk normal. I wouldn't play basketball again. But all I needed to hear was that I was going to live.
It was a miracle?
It was, God was watching.
God was watching.
God was watching. And once I knew that I would live, that's all I needed to hear. I would go on and make my dream come true. I used that day.
And what was _your dream? To play in NBA?
My dream was to become a professional basketball player in the NBA. And I wanted that only because I knew I'd be able to help my family, help my mother and father. We were poor. And that was my ultimate goal. And once I knew I would live, I knew I would achieve that goal.
And what is the message?
The message to them is to be strong individually and to be committed to their dream.